All right, it's Tuesday, Psalm 119, verses 97 through 104. Yes, you heard me right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. 104. Oh, how I love your instructions. I think about them all day long. Your commands make me wiser than my enemies, for they are my constant guide. Yes, I have more insight than my teachers, for I am always thinking of your laws. I am even wiser than my elders, for I have kept your commandments. I have refused to walk on any evil path, so that I may remain obedient to your word. I haven't turned away from your regulations, for you have taught me well. How sweet your words taste to me. They are sweeter than honey. Your commands give me understanding. No wonder I hate every false way of life. In the law of God, and again, what the psalmist is meaning by the law of God is the first five books of the Old Testament: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, the laws, the 613 rules and regulations that were there. And so in that, the psalmist is saying we find wisdom. And now we look at the entirety of Scripture, and we again can see, we look at the Scriptures and we can find wisdom if we're looking for it. See, we can approach the Scriptures in various ways. We can see the Scriptures as maybe divinely given, but even still, they're outdated suggestions. They're suggestions of eternal commands that need to be followed, but as much as is possible. After all, we don't obey animal sacrifices anymore. And even Orthodox Jews, who we share a high view of the Old Testament with, they don't do that. They find other ways to fulfill this. We could view the Scriptures as only suggestions, ignoring a divine or God-oriented, God-breathed, authored quality about it. And when we see the Scripture as suggestions, though, we may find wisdom here and there, but usually it's just in ways that align with what we already think. If we view the Scriptures as giving us eternal commands, ones that are to be fulfilled still today as they were given, we'll definitely struggle to find wisdom, because we'll be spending too much time thinking about the what and the why and the how of the command. How am I supposed to put a railing around my rooftop, for example? But the law of God, the instructions, commands, the commandments, the regulations are given not only to us today, but to the people in Moses' day and the psalmist's day as wisdom first, law or rules second. Yes, some of these are meant to be followed just as they're written. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Those are found in the first five books of the Old Testament. But the commands are there given as wisdom, as guidance. This doesn't take away their authority. It didn't for Jesus. But he showed the law was meant to be viewed as wisdom in his Sermon on the Mount, where he intensified the commands. You've heard it said, do not murder. I'm telling you what murder means. That command means is don't be angry with your brother. You've heard it said, do not commit adultery. Well, I'm saying to you what that command means. I'm not abolishing it. Jesus said he didn't come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. And to fulfill the command to not commit adultery includes not lusting after someone who's not your spouse. So you can't make a law against lust and police it externally. But Jesus showed we are to consider these external laws of God that we find in the Old Testament and consider the wisdom of how to apply them internally into our circumstances. That's part of the process of approaching Scripture and finding wisdom, wisdom being the application of knowledge in a life-changing way. So I want to encourage you, just thinking about the Old Testament now. We tend to really like the New Testament today, and that's fine. But the Old is still there. It is the foundation for understanding the depth of what the New Testament Gospels and letters and books include. Do you see the Old Testament as confusing, outdated? I understand that. Do some side reading along the Old Testament next time you're in it to understand the heart of God. When we listen to those who have gone before us, we wise up. let's help ourselves understand the scriptures God gave to us. God bless you today.